Same thing, got to be on the phone with the name. Are you sure? I got the phone. We love. What's up, y'all?
You owe $27,500 in that house. Yes, you do. Right. You don't have to go.
Another day, another day. Are you out there?
Yeah, ain't no problem. That ain't my baby. You need to get your finger
God damn, what is wrong? Hey, what y'all got over there? You? What's going on with it? What's going on? Yeah. I made that. Hey, you in there? You in there? Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Already know.
That's your baby daddy. y'all tag, share. Y'all know what to do. Let's make it. Let's go. Aha! Oh.
Yo, Queen was at it.
Queen, what's good? I get out my business. Y'all already know what time it is.
What's over there? What brown over there?
Missed it, you over here.
Oh.
Shout out to Ms. Ross. Video dropped today. Y'all make sure y'all go check out that video. Take shots. I'm in the video. I just a little bit. I did in a little Pearl in the video. Y'all know who Pearl is. Pearl, that's my baby. Y'all already know Pearl in the video goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Just out here trying to make it. Y'all make sure y'all go support that. Go to YouTube so she can get the views there. Then go to Instagram, tag Too Short. Go to Facebook, share it. Man, come on, man. She a good person. She good people. And the music is good. If the music wasn't good, honestly, I would not be sitting up here like I told Ms. Ross. I think that you better on the production side of things. I wouldn't, Molly. Let me see. Give me one moment, my brother. Or my sister, it just depends. Let me do this here.
Yes, sir.
I'll get you the link in a second. Matter of fact, I'll get you the link right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
It's coming.
It's coming. Just chill.
There you go right there.
There go the link right there to the video. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and hit that across. I'm gonna hit that across the screen too, man. Y'all make sure y'all go share like that video. Like I say, it's good music. If it wasn't good music, then I wouldn't be supporting it. So make sure y'all go check that out.
Let's go.
Let's make it. Y'all already know it's Man Talk Monday. Make sure you like, make sure you share the live. Make sure y'all get the views in, because this is gonna be an interesting topic actually today. And I would love to hear, some female opinion as it pertains to such. I would love to hear. So
why y'all ain't got time for real men when they interested in?
Just chill. You gotta chill. We gotta get there. So okay, since you want to, let me start it up. All right, man. This Man Talk Money, y'all already know what time it is, man. We ain't nothing without the people who support us. So we support the people who support us. With that being said, shout out to our sponsors. First sponsor, y'all already know what time it is. Mistaken ID is the clothing line, is the brand.
Already.
Moving to these sneakers, boy. Listen here. When I tell you we about to be plugged in, whatever sneaker drop, I have it. Got at least one of every pair. So get ready, because that's coming too. Shout out to my main man, Puerto Rican E, aka Freaky E, aka CEO E, aka the owner E. Y'all make sure y'all go like him, Eric Santos. Go like Mistaken Identity page. Go to the website. Go copy some merch. Tanasha Ridges, Credit Repair Services. Hey man, I be seeing her. She be posting the clients and customers that she got, and she be getting them credit scores up. I seen one dude today. He had got like 112 points on his credit. Yeah, she done bumped that boy up 112 points. So man, y'all make sure y'all go holler at Tanasha Ridges, man. If you have one United Bank account, tell her that you're a Man Talk Monday viewer. You're gonna get 25% off of credit repair services.
Definitely.
Make sure y'all go talk to her. Sandra's Accessories. Y'all already know the story. 15-year-old girl out here trying to make it in this world, trying to be an entrepreneur. So y'all make sure y'all support that. Go to sandrasaccessories.com or go to her Instagram, Sandra's Accessories. If you mention Man Talk Monday, she's gonna give you 10% off of orders, $20 or more. So make sure y'all go check her out. Queens to Be Clothing, where queens can be. Or to put it more mildly, Queens to Be Clothing line is for our young ladies. It's the clothing line for our ladies to be able to feel like they look good, for them to look good, and for them also to still be able to carry themselves in a respectable way. And I don't think that we see enough of that. So I want to make sure that we pump up and we
What's up, y'all?
Queens to Be Clothing. As for our young girls, man, we got to show our young girls that it is a better way than to, be scantily clad all the time. Sometimes it's good, but definitely not for nobody who's not over the age of 18, and definitely is not needed all the time. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to my main man,
show him how to be classy once in a moment,
aka CeeLo, aka my dog Cease, Noel Electric. Yeah, my dog do electrical work and he go wide. And if you want to see him going wide, just go to Miss Ross' video. The person doing the donuts, official stunt driver of MRR Music Production. And y'all can book that man. Y'all need him to do some donuts. Y'all need him to go wide. Man, holler at CeeLo. He can make sure that happens for you. And before I finish my little businesses, you got to, hey, we got spots available still. If you want to come host your own radio show, if you feel like you have something to add to this new age of communication, I implore you, please hit Miss Ross up in the comments, go to the WMRR page, like, share, subscribe. You can hit her up, you can hit the inbox up. If you want your own business, she can do that for you too. Shout out to CW Consulting. You need a business open? CW Consulting can do that for you. You need marketing ideas, you need to figure out ways to market to new people. CW Consulting can do that for you. Just lay around. Drop your business.
Okay. Y'all already know what it is. Once again, Mr. Moore in the building. HD Moore Enterprises is up and running fully. Go check out hdmooreenterprises.com. Check out.
Website now?
Yeah.
Who did that website?
Hey, the man to my motherfucking left. Hey man, listen. Like I said, a lot of talents in this room, and they all gonna come together as we keep going and growing. Y'all already know we ain't stopping. If y'all go check out the website and you need you a website, get in our inbox. Bud did it. I be saying that man name like that.
Well,
Cody, hey,
what?
Cody put the website together, man. Cody built the website for me. More and more, we trying to get out there and let people know whole business development, marketing and everything. We putting your business out there and everything. But get back to it. The Hype Fam YouTube, go check that out. That's on YouTube. Kids is a kids show. You got a kid, you got a baby. You thinking about doing YouTube, get at me. I tell you how we got started. I don't even care. It's a platform. Let's go. Mommies in Makeup, they coming back. And Mommies in Makeup, secure lanes. They mount TVs and fix iPhones. We got Shine Time Mobile Detailing. We got so many businesses out there, man. Y'all just stay tuned, lay around. I want to get into this topic. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, hold on real quick. Let me hold up real quick.
Devin ain't in the building, man.
Yeah,
He on his way. Devin, where you at? Devin, where you at?
Huh.
He on his way. Mr. For Show is on his way. But let's get into it. So you saying real men avoid single mom?
No, I ain't saying that at all. Let me go to the post.
Oh,
Because the question was brought to me. Somebody who shall remain nameless, I'm not gonna name them, but somebody thought that it would be a good idea to explore this topic.
right.
This topic of men and their issues with single mothers.
Yeah.
And that was the second person that said something to me about it, which is why I decided to go with it as a topic.
Right.
The first person who said something to me about it actually sent me that what you see on the flyer.
Right.
So everybody, if you didn't see the flyer, go check the flyer out. But on the flyer, he sent me that.
Right.
And I think it's kind of interesting, and I kind of want to get into it. I really want to know for myself. Well, maybe not personally for me, because but
I don't really think you avoid them, so.
yeah, I don't avoid it. Boy, listen here, it's some of the best snacks in your life. You keep dealing with the women that ain't got no kids. Wonder why they can't cook and shit. But, so yeah.
Ain't even put Roman noodles on the stove.
Can't even put no Roman noodles in the field.
You hear me?
Can't even put no Roman noodles up. So I really think that it was a good topic. I really wanted to see what y'all felt about it, and if y'all had any ideas.
That man making a whole phone call. What he got going on, y'all?
I got a phone call, so I'm still talking. But yeah, so I want to see. I want to see, and I'm trying to find, because I actually have the I made the thing, so I have it. So now the question is, what's going on? Why are men shying away from single mothers? Why don't men want to deal with single mothers? I personally am not aware of this, because I deal with my old lady was a single mother before she met me.
Right.
So I personally don't deal with it, but it was very interesting. Now, to couple that, the meme, as it were, that I received, it says, "Why real men avoid single mothers?" It says one. Well, I'm gonna tell them.
Go ahead, let's go. Run it out.
Okay, so it says one. They're never available. 2, you're not a priority. 3, thinks the world revolves around her and her own. 4, emotionally unavailable. 5, the ex or baby daddy is always there.
Still in the picture, depending on how old the baby is.
Right, and depending on whether or not he's an active father in this child's life.
Right.
6, the kids are working against you. 7, those kids will hate you.
No, not always.
8, entitled attitude.
Um,
Distorted self-image. A couple of these are very valid. I want to state that.
distorted self-image. What you mean? We gotta go into that a little deeper.
Okay. 10. Always the victim. Okay.
I get
11.
that. I get that.
Yeah. Jekyll and Hyde personality. I think that's what any woman does. Most women have got a Jekyll and Hyde personality.
What's Jekyll and Hyde?
Jekyll and Hyde. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I don't get it.
Okay, it's a reference to a doctor who's Dr. Jekyll, but at night he turns into Mr. Hyde. Essentially, it's like, let's say 12 o'clock at night, you become a monster.
Oh, okay.
Like, 12, drama queen. 13, in most cases, she's dating to make her baby daddy jealous. 14, dishonest. A single mother is a liar. Boy, not all of them. I won't say all of them, but boy, it is some lying ass single mothers out here. And then 15 is carries baggage, and more baggage. So
one, I'm gonna go for 15. I'm gonna start off. Let me start off with 15.
Okay.
When it comes down to baggage, I think as men, when we think we ran into a great woman, if you're not corrected yourself, it's time for us to stop jumping into relationships. You feel me? Stop feeling like, oh, it's okay to mingle and tingle with a woman, and then next thing you know, you want to be in a relationship because she got that walk down there, and she doing a little thing, so you ain't got to do too much, but you don't know she dysfunctional. What I mean by that, she depressed all the time. Her anxiety be gone. We ain't working on the mentality of walking in a friendship. It's okay for us at these point in time to walk into a friendship. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
to get rid of all the baggage she already done and encounter.
Well, I mean, so
you get to know her more and understand it.
A person having baggage, I don't think that is your response. A person has to deal with their own baggage. When people say that the baggage that I guess men talk about when as it pertains to like single women or single mothers, be a whole lot of emotional baggage, hurt feelings from the previous relationships. If she's a single mother doing it by herself, then there's a lot of baggage that comes along with that. I don't think that baggage is something that you're gonna find out as you guys become friends. I just think that the baggage that a single mother carries is a lot of baggage. You know, and like I say, a lot of it is primarily the emotional instability because of not trusting, especially when you put a child in the mix. So what traditionally happens is, or from what I'm told, most men be, oh, I'm gonna be the best daddy in the world, and then the baby come, and then they don't be shit like that. Nigga don't ever stick around or whatever. That's how you end up a single mother. And because of that, they have a lot of trust issues. And then that's coupled by the fact that they trusted somebody, had a baby by them, that person not doing what they're supposed to do now, they bear the brunt of the load or whatever the case may be. So I think this baggage in those terms, and that baggage you're not going to get out of a friend. That's not something.
I think when you say baggage in those terms, what I mean by building on a woman is helping her out mentally, emotionally, financially, but just being her friend, getting her out of that place. What I mean by that place is taking away from her thinking she need the dependence of the baby daddy.
Right. Well, so even in that situation, it's not, like I say, one, you know, let me, and this is where when they was talking about an inflated self-image. I think that this is what that is, but because I had this conversation about something else and you just said something, let me kind of ring around the rosy in this. Women are not the only people that need help. Single mothers are not the only people that need help.
Right. Now,
I've seen a litany of men complain about situations with their baby mama and child support,
right,
and their baby mama being nasty and this and that.
Right.
The response that I see, the overwhelming majority of the time from women is, oh, well, you should have put on the condom. Oh, well, if you put on the condom, then you won't have to worry about that.
Right.
But like I said this before, that is never what we say to a woman who's a single mother. We don't never say to her, well, you should have made it put on the condom. Oh, well, shit, maybe you'll pick better next time.
Right.
Oh, shit, well, you lay down with dogs, come up with fleas. We don't say that to women.
Right.
The attitude toward the woman in that situation is more so, oh, you know, let me love around you.
Right.
Now, what you saying about being her friend and breaking and getting rid of that baggage before the relationship is not, one, is not as easy as that sounds, and two, I would go and say it's damn near impossible. You know why? Because in order for you to replace the hate, the anguish, and all of that she feels in her heart, you got to replace that with your love. And
Right.
you're not going to be able to replace that with the love of a friend.
No, but that's why you only giving the friendship, because listen, the thing is, once you see that she can't be without, but I want to use my words wrong, but once you see that she cannot be, you can't move her mind from where the place where it's at. You know, she keep going back to that. She keep converting back to that. Issues go down, things pop up. She just turned into this demon, and you can't control that. That's not a relationship you want to get in, because then you're gonna be unhealthy. She gonna be unhealthy. She gonna make you even more unhealthy by, you know, what's coming along with it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. You want somebody that's gonna push you forward, help you grow, become a better you. You know what I'm saying? So now the thing is, is going forward as men is the thing is, I notice with men is, bro, we'll catch a down woman and play some, I ain't gonna say all, let me rephrase that for y'all. Some men play on a woman being in a down, hurt position.
Okay.
And play it in their favor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then but at this point in time in our life, we got to understand it ain't even about that no more.
Why?
Because
I don't know, and I don't want to turn this to a symposium on these horrible statements that only are said to men. But why is it at this time in our life, it's not supposed to be about that, but at this time in a woman's life, she's supposed to find herself, or she ain't supposed to be dealing with no nigga who can't give her no money, or all of these. It's literally like, first of all,
okay, it's not the base of money or nothing like that. It's the base of, but see, this is what I'm saying. If we can pull away from all of that and go into the aspect of being a friend, being there emotionally, mentally, and emotionally, mentally, and what it is, and being a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? Being a better listener for them. Then that'll take away. That'll see where she really want to be financially, where she want to be.
It's not my responsibility. It's not no man's responsibility. Listen, and before you even get to those points,
okay,
ladies, it's not a man's responsibility to put you in financial position. You're in
not financial position. I said see where she want to be financially.
It's not a man's job to
I'm not
see where you want to be at financially. You are a grown ass woman.
So you're not talking to her about growth, development, getting to the next level, getting to the next stages of her life. When you dealing with somebody, we talking about all of even if you her man. At this point now, why get into a relationship with a woman who ain't got no financial goals, no financial plans, don't got no direction? She just living day to day. Why do you want to deal with a woman she's doing nothing?
I would.
Financially.
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
But it's also not my
so
job.
You got to know these things.
It's not my job to investigate that, because guess what?
Why not?
Let me tell you something. And the only reason why I'm giving you this
right.
is because these are things. This is stuff that's not afforded to a man. Right. See, because
it's not.
Because I'll give you another prime example. I always hear people say, if a man not financially, like I seen this creep ass mob character, attention seeking ass mob on he posted something on TikTok, and he was like, Grown women come with bills. No, the fuck they don't. Grown women need help. No, the fuck they don't. Or if that's the case, then why is it not grown people need help? See, what I start doing is I start applying the same rules across the board, which is why I don't call chicks thoughts for thought. That's what you do. That's it. You a thought. I'm not gonna tell my homeboy, oh boy, you a thought because he knocked off 10 chicks last week. I'm not gonna tell my homeboy that. So if you knocked off 10 dudes last week, guess what? I'm not gonna tell you you're a thought, but I'm not gonna tell you that's not my place. You are what you feel you are. So if that's the case, then remove all your emotional baggage, because that's another thing men don't have the luxury to come with. Men don't have the luxury to have this baggage that women carry. Men don't have the luxury to be hurt like how women be hurt. So remove all of that.
But what I'm saying, in this day and age, let's pull away from the narrative of male or female. Pull away from that, right? Yeah. And what I'm trying to teach, what go moving forward, growing a new generation. Think like this, right? As we move forward, anybody we dealing with need to. I want to know things about you, even if you just my homeboy, because if your mind ain't in a direction to get up and go forward, you're gonna drag me back in some type of form or fashion. And what I mean by some type of form or fashion, what's your plans? What's your goals? We could get up every day and go do something, but what direction we going in? If I ain't got, if I jump on the GPS and I got to get to the store, a certain place, it's gonna take me right to my destination. Bam. If I got directions and I got a goal and I got a plan in mind, it's gonna take me right to my direction. No matter how many times I veer off, it's gonna tell me another way to get there. You get what I'm saying? So if you got directions, plans, goals, and you want to get somewhere, we could talk. We could be friends. This is what I'm saying. As men, if we get into these relationships with these women that are depressed, going through anxiety, emotionally, mentally, they're going through stuff. This is baggage, going through things. They mad at their baby daddy, but you not being their friend and seeing where they head at. Okay, now after I get you, I get to know all that. Now I want to know what's your direction, what's your anger to getting better. These are things that we are not asking these questions.
But see, it's not even that. You ain't see now you mixing friendships and relationships. Friends, especially one, I don't really believe in men and women being friends. I feel like that's not something that I personally entertain. I don't think it's such. Every man or a woman, they end up being friends a lot of times because niggas get friends on.
Right.
And if that's the case, then it's always you wanting her. You just can't get her, so you accept the role of a friend.
Right.
But either way, most friends, especially when you talk about friends between sexes, you don't get to explore that part of a person. Primarily because it is something that is explored in a relationship.
Right.
Because outside of that, then what you're going to do is you're going to make yourself her girlfriend. Her girlfriend is who she talk to about this. I'm not the person who you call for to be talking about, oh, I'm just so hurt because my baby daddy won't do right. That's not for me. That's not the conversation that I'm having. I'm not the friend for that. You have a girlfriend for that. Your girlfriend's your homegirl. That's who you talk to about that. Right. So a lot of the things that you're talking about, knowing about a person before you get involved with them, you're actually not going to know because most of those things are relationships. Yo, Candace, what's good?
Yo, but this is what I'm saying nowadays. We are not, when we talk about emotions as a man, we talking about our mentality as a man. When we talk about all these things, they're not seen because we're not even coming into a friendship as such. Like, okay, this the stuff I want to know. I don't care how you treat me or how you see me. You treat me less of a man because that's how you view men, period. You cannot have that. You cannot put that stigma on every woman. The way I'm coming, and from here on out, 2021, I don't want to know. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to get to know you. I'm not hollering at you. The moment I talk to you, if you don't tell me two things where you trying to do better with yourself, are you in the direction of doing better with yourself? What we need to talk about. We don't need to talk about nothing. I don't even want to be your friend. I don't want your number. You feel me?
Okay,
And
so is you
and
saying
and
that's why a
now
lot of brothers is not going with single mothers because they have those issues that you talk about? We not finding out.
we're not finding out about them emotionally, mentally, what direction they're going in life. You getting in a relationship with somebody that has nothing but weights holding them down and they cannot excel. So what are you going to do with her? She's a weight holder. She's going to put more weight on your shoulders than she can carry herself.
So you saying that single mothers gonna put too much weight on the man? That's why a lot of men don't like dealing with single mothers.
Right? And then what? Then again, when you got time to actually talk, if you a single mom, if you a great single mom, I'm talking about you there for your kids mentally, you making sure they eat, you giving them attention, you are going straight from work, picking them up, going to get them something to eat, getting them a bath, doing homework with them, playing with them for a little bit, and then turning around and still getting them ready for bed, getting them a bath and getting them in the bed and getting yourself ready for work the next day. When you got time to actually sitting down and talk with me, because you're going to talk to me late night, and that's if the baby ain't in the bed with you. And then when you do got time to talk to me, you probably got 30 minutes. But then again, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm trying to see what you really on, what you hitting for. And as soon as we start getting into that subject, you about to fall asleep. So you ain't got no time for me. And that's the truth.
Okay, so I see a couple of what you're talking about. One, I would say that you're talking about she's never really available.
Right.
Two, you're not a priority. Three, the whole thing about Carrie's baggage. Carrie's baggage. So let me attack this from a different aspect.
Okay, go ahead.
A different way. Like I say, for me personally, I don't have a problem.
Right.
Never had a problem with a single mother.
Right.
I preferred it if Miss Adams, explain what you mean by help. I want to know that before I jump in there, before I jump all down before I jump all down your comment, explain what help means to you.
Give us a couple points on when you say help.
I'm gonna say this. For me, the more difficult situation is to be with a woman who has a child where the father is in the child's life. If I'm dealing with a single mother, I more so rather that father not be around at all, because at least if and when we make it serious with each other, then I'm going to become the father to that child. That's going to be
no. And understanding you are the dad number two.
No,
you are dad number two.
No, I'm dead.
At the end of the day, the father is there. He's doing his part and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
What I just said.
At the end of the day, you're not. You can be dad. If that child decides to choose to call you dad from her mom point of view and your point of view, if y'all establish that relationship. But if that child don't choose to call you that, then that's what it is.
No, what did I just say though? I would rather, if I'm dealing with a single mother, I would rather a woman who does not have a man in those children's life. So the transition is easy for me to step in and be in those children's life, and for us to be able to carry about a totally nuclear household.
Right.
So I think there's some arguments against dealing with single mothers would be one, this self-inflated image. So when people say that, and I
break down self-inflated image when you say that.
Break it down. When people say that, and when I say this, understand that I'm not taking credit away from anybody for anything that they do. But what I will say is that if you are a single mother, and that's understandable, but whatever sacrifices that you're making on behalf or on the account of your child, it is your responsibility to do that. You don't get an extra award, which I feel like a lot of women, especially women who are single mothers, they are looking for the trophy because that they are being a mother to their children. I understand you don't have help, and I understand it is even more difficult when you don't have help. But are you a super being? No, you're not. you're taking care of your responsibility. Because although one person may have not decided to carry out that responsibility, you laid down and you had that baby too. So this notion that somehow you being a single mother equates to me putting the cape on your back, me giving you an award, or you just being able to do what you say what you want to say because you're a single mother, it doesn't work for a lot of men. It doesn't work for me either. But it doesn't work for a lot of men. Another thing that single mothers traditionally do is they have a very hard time relinquishing the control. So,
okay, so
let me finish.
Oh, go ahead. Let me go ahead and tap in. We coming. We see the comments. We coming.
Y'all, we coming. Don't worry. We coming. So another thing would be they have a very hard time relinquishing control.
Right.
As a single mother, you are the controller of your household. You're used to doing everything. You're used to being both the man and the woman in the house. Because you're used to being both the man and the woman in the house, when the man does step in the house, you kind of have a problem with how the pseudo hierarchy would go. Whereas you're not letting that man lead the household. You're not letting that man be the man of the house because you're so used to being a man of the house because you're a single parent. That is very difficult to deal with, and it is very difficult to break the habit of.
And this is the point where I say, if you come in soft, if you come in as the friend, if you get the understanding of the person, if you seeing where their mindset at, where is their mental at, which direction are they going, and then you get into be their friend. Now, if somebody chooses to, as catch a comment once you get done, but if somebody chooses to not want to treat you as a man, that's just who they are. They're gonna be like that for the majority of the relationship and why you deal with them. At the end of the day, you can't get mad about that. I can't get mad because you no longer you want to see me as your sus. You want to do that old hood mentality junk. You want to undermine me because I choose to see where your head at, see where your mentality at, see where your emotions is at, see where your direction and which angle you are going in life. Then I get undermined as being a man that want to step in and take on the role of that father that didn't step in and do his job. You feel what I'm saying? So getting to know these women better and doing what you're supposed to be doing is different. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know them better, get to know their intellect, see which direction they going, see what they got planned out, what they want to do with themselves. Will help you getting into this relationship with a single mother, with all those things.
It's too much. Again, it's too much onus being put on men to handle these situations. Like the same way I'm grown, you was grown too. Okay, I ain't got to goddamn be your psychologist. I don't have a problem being the psychologist, but it's not my job or responsibility. When I meet a woman, I talk to the woman, I see what kind of car you drive, I know what you do for a living. That gives me a good indication as to what type of woman you are.
Right.
How long you been on your job? These are questions that I'm gonna ask, and these questions is gonna let me know all of that. So I don't have to investigate that far. I don't have to do all of that. What I'm saying is that for a lot of men, these are legitimate. That the other shit, the legitimate reasons to me why a lot of men don't deal with a lot of single mothers is, like I said, one, the inability to relinquish control. Whereas when a man step in the house, you have to let a man be a man. You have to let him be the man.
And that goes back to the subject. That goes back to the subject of which we talked about last week. When you lead, if you lead incorrectly, they're gonna allow you to lead.
You putting it on a man.
I'm not.
Yes, you is.
Two, I'm talking about.
You know what you're saying is, if a
verse,
man not
vice versa.
She's not gonna let you lead. I ain't talking about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Is when men step into the situation. When I came in here, when I stepped,
which her wall is up. She's in defense. My wall go up. Boom. She. Watch how you lead it because of the man that when she already was dealing with stepped out.
Okay, perfect. So now because of her wall, I don't know how to lead properly. So she won't let me lead.
She's gonna feel some type of way when you try to come in the lead when she's been leading all these years.
I ain't up for all the excuses for women. All these excuses, motherfuckers.
That's not an excuse.
But at the end of the day, you are a grown adult. If you do not know that everybody is not the same. That is a personal problem with you. That is your mental issue. If you don't know, if you can't tell that I'm a different man from the last man you dealt with, then that is your mental issue. That's not my
But this is
responsibility.
where I'm talking about get into their brain, because their mental issues will play a part in how they react and treat you. We missed like 13 comments.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get them out.
We going.
Let me start at the top. So Kamaria, Miss Adams. Miss Adams says, help her pick up the kids. You can cook while she gives the kids a bath. Both of you help with the homework.
We talking about trying to talk to her. We talking about trying to talk to her. So we not in the household yet.
Hey, brother, you want?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Kamaria, I definitely understand what you're saying. I agree with you completely. But like he said, this is more so you trusting me to really take care of your kids. Like, you ain't gonna just meet me today and be like, hey, could you go pick up my kids tomorrow? So I get what you're saying, and all of that comes with time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not something that you're going to do right off the bat. So you kind of have to work your way in to being able to help in those facets.
Right.
And you say that gives them more time to spend with you. Completely agree with that. I dig it.
Right.
Adore, hey, how you doing?
Yo.
Andrew, Booney. Yo, what's good? Y'all already know Booney in the building today, so I know it's a good day today. Bernard Small says single mothers always want money. Adams, cut it out. Okay, she's talking about he's talking to you, Kamaria. I think that's how you say your name. But single mothers always want money. I definitely think that there's a degree of you need to be able to contribute for me to deal with you.
Right.
When it comes to single mothers, and a lot of times it's because of the weight of them having children and financially supporting those children all by themselves. While I'm not saying that is a man's fault. I think that more so is where it comes from. I'm not gonna say all single mothers is gold diggers or something. That
definitely make a man run away though.
Where it comes from, and a lot of men do run away because they don't like that. And my thing was, before you met me, you had already been financially supporting yourself and your child. Right. So how does me coming along automatically mean that I am supposed to jump right in and start giving you all type of bread?
Well, I'm gonna bring up a subject after he get a couple more comments.
Ms. Adams says, if you see a single mother, you know what you're getting yourself into. It only bothers a man if they aren't in if they are in for the wrong reasons. No. So to say you know what you're getting yourself into is a cop-out.
You can't, right.
That a woman can conduct herself any way she wants, and because she's a quote unquote single mother, we should be accepting or knowing that that's what we were going to go get into.
That's the door we was opening. You know.
Grown. So because you're grown, you need to handle yourself like you're grown.
Right.
Not expecting for a man to be willing to accept the bullshit that you bringing because I knew you was a single mother before we started dating.
Right.
That's no. Candace said the best relationship always start out as a friendship. Yeah, Candace, my thing with him was, or my thing what I was saying was, depending on how much of a friend you're trying to be, you're gonna mess around and get friends on and not gonna be with the woman at all. So you gotta walk that fine line.
You get stuck there forever.
and route to a relationship and just being a friend.
Right.
Kamaria says,
I definitely get you on that one.
Yeah.
But
Kamaria says, okay. She said, real woman understand, bro. I think so. When your ass jump in head first, you're bound to hit the bottom. Not true if the water deep enough.
That was a good one.
I'm just playing.
But no, I don't think if you jump in head first, you bound to hit the bottom. You hit the bottom, but you learn as y'all really get in that direction of going up, because everything sometimes drop and then it just take a sell like a stock market, baby.
And I just want y'all to know it's not hot to head off. I don't know what it is, but liquor makes me sweat first. Candy says, especially now, everybody damn near been with everybody. So you have to discover a lot of secrets before a relationship gets serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't really worry about your past so long as it's not a dictation of the future. Bernard, he said something that let me get this one because it sounds like it's kind of juicy. Bernard said, single mothers are not worth nothing to a real, other than I guess to a real man other than some pussy. The woman wants to play both parts until it comes down financially. She has a deadbeat daddy and don't understand that now she wants you to take care of another man's child. No woman ain't helping me take care of my boys. That's why I don't deal with single mothers. Now,
Ooh,
Bernard.
you tough, dog.
Bernard, you tough with that, man. You know me, I ain't the one.
Hey, you tough.
One that just be sticking up.
You tough with that one.
I mean, my girlfriend now was a single mother when I met her, and I promise you, I mean, you know,
and shout out to you, dog.
Yeah, you wild.
Keep doing your thing,
man,
being a
my
dad.
girl is a great woman, and she's worth way more than just some pussy. So that I don't agree with at all. The woman wants to play both parts until it comes down financially. I definitely agree with that, but I don't think that it has limited to single mothers. I think all women want the same respect that men get. They want to make the same amount of money that men make. They want to be able to do everything that a man does except pay the damn bills on time. So that I get. She has a deadbeat daddy.
Go ahead.
And does not understand. Now she wants you to take care of another man's kids. So as it pertains to taking care of another man's kids, at the end of the day, them children that to be here. If you love that woman, then helping her and taking care of those children with her is going to be a responsibility you're willing to take on with no problem, because those children are an extension of her, and anything that she has and you're being a part of that, you got to go in there head first. And that's what that is.
Definitely agreed on that.
So that there, bro, and like I say, I get how, I understand you. I don't understand what you're saying because I don't agree with your point. But if that's how you feel, I get that your life experiences have probably made you feel that way. Let's get a couple of more in there. Let's see here. 99% these bro. Yeah, Bernard, you wild, okay, you wild, B. Hey, B Smalls, you wild, baby. Okay, Kenny said you should have your guard up when approaching a single mother. That's why you have to get to know them first before you make the decision to become the step parent.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta have your guard up, but I think that, like I said,
I want to know how they moving.
Yeah, you gotta have your guard up. That's just what means anybody. I don't think that's limited to single mothers, because you got women out here that ain't got no children and ain't worth shit. So you always gotta keep your guard up. Always gotta be looking for the open door. So that's it. That's law. That goes without saying, I think.
Chris Evans said, I agree.
Right, and can't say right. He said, come on, say, what about single fathers? Wow, Bernard looks like he has some baggage. Hey, B, I ain't trying to say nothing.
But at the same time, this is what me before everybody started coming in and commenting. What we was talking about was saying, what I'm saying is take away the female and male gender role out of the whole situation. What we've been doing for the past 5-7 years is it's been a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of people converting to drug users, whatever, or just ain't talking about their problems. They don't have nobody to talk about their problems with. Talk about it with your friends, it end up in another friend ear. If you talk about it with somebody else, it end up getting all around. And at the end of the day, it become a bother. It become a frustration thing. Nowadays, you really seek out how you say it, client relations. Go get you a counselor. You know what I'm saying? Because people coming with, they depressed, they anxiety up, they battling things emotionally, they battling things inside of themselves, they battling things inside of their mind. And I think once you are going to deal with somebody, male or female, I think at this point in time, you should get to know not only what they're going to bring to the table far as y'all getting into a relationship, but what they intellect, what they really stand for, what's their goals, what's their angle to life, what they trying to achieve, what are they doing to better themselves. Of course they're gonna lie, but that's why you be their friend for a while.
Man, you know how many people that got rap, bro? You know how many people that got played with, man, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Like I say, the reasons that I can see some is that
right, for real.
That self.
Check out my boy Bernard. That boy ready to drop. See, he ready to just punch a single mother in the mouth.
Bernard, boy, listen, Bernard, I don't know you, brother. But they saying you hurt. They saying they getting hurt whole vibe from you, brother. But no, in all seriousness, I would say that legitimate reasons would be one, the issue of not being able to be a man. You know, and that comes with you understanding that you have a man, so you can kind of release the reins and let him take some of that too.
Right.
That's one. That inflated self-image where they think that there's so much more than they are because they're single mothers, when in actuality you're handling your responsibility as a parent. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So
Right.
that part is another issue. Another issue that I would say, if the father of those children are around, then there's traditionally issues because a man does not want another man telling his child what to do, blah,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. A lot of guys don't want to deal with that.
It gets
what
down
I
to
tell
that.
people is simply this. If you, my girl, you got a child, we together, me and you stay together, that child stay in my house, stay in our house, but he stay in my house. But he stays in our house, but he stay in my house. When he get out of line, when she get out of line, well, not with she, because with a girl, like even with my daughter, I can't even bring myself to put my hands on her. I mean, the little girl is just, oh my God, I love my baby. But anyway, if they get out of line, especially with the boy, after I done talked to him a couple times, I'll tap his ass. If you don't like that, you need to either move him in with you, or you need to get his ass online before he get back to my house.
But
and I got
at the end of the day, you know how I feel about the whooping. So
right, you don't whoop your children.
Right.
Cool. That's fine. Then guess what? You should tell your child before they come to my house, hey, listen, be on your best behavior while you're over there. Because even though I don't whoop you, that man don't have no problem whooping you. And guess what? When he got around, tear his ass up. And when he call you, Daddy, Mr. Cody hit me.
We got a problem.
Good. Because when you come to my house,
we got a problem.
When you come to my house, I lay my head.
We got a problem.
You come with snow, I got a fire extinguisher for your ass.
Hey, listen.
Don't lose your life like a child being disrespectful.
Good part.
Did you heard me?
See? That's why I had a baby by. Good part.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, guess what? You already know, bro.
The good part.
But what I'm saying is, for the most part, bro, a lot of dudes, is a lot of stuff that guys just don't want to put up with, bro.
Right.
Like me personally, listen, by mine,
Yeah.
man, I will body your baby daddy.
Yeah.
Your baby daddy will die. Okay?
You know.
He come playing around my house and playing with me and all that other shit. I don't have time for that.
Right.
Your baby daddy will die. Okay? Tell him, leave this man alone, because you will die. He ain't playing.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't really see a reason not to deal with single mothers, man. Single mothers be dope as shit. Single mothers know how to cook because they got kids. Single mothers know how to hold the fort down. So it's not as if you're getting with somebody who ain't never lived life. When you get with a single mother, you know that single mother been holding it down for this long time. She's probably a stable person.
Right.
She's probably responsible at least enough to be able to take care of a household,
right.
her and a child.
Right.
So there's a lot of good things to getting a single mother.
Right.
Like,
there's a lot of good qualities that come along with it.
Qualities in a single mother. A lot of times, single mothers realize that what they was looking for and what they had that baby with,
right,
is what they don't want no more.
Right.
And when you show them that you're not that, they acquiesce and they love you. They strongly love you.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all know it, but being a father figure, being a mentor,
right,
being that person to a kid, you feel me?
Right.
Like that shit dope. Like, bro,
it's definitely different when you really put the effort in. You know what I'm saying? When you really putting the effort in.
Oh, hold on, time out, y'all stop. Cause B Nod then came back. B Nod, let me see what you got to say, B Nod. B Nod say, I got baggage. I have 3 kids. Nobody helped me take care of my kids. I went to work for mine. I got custody of my kids. Woman will trick you. Trust me. I fought child support and was with my woman when I ain't have money to bring home. I'm not hurt, brother. I just want us kings to be leaders of the house. Be financially stable. No disrespect. They told me if I ain't want no trouble, BM, I should have worn a condom. And see, that's the thing, B-Nod. I don't like when women tell men that they should have worn a condom because they don't say that to each other when they be complaining about being single mothers. That's 1. 2.
I know.
I get what you're saying. Like I want men to lead their household too, But I don't think that the way to lead your household is to just find a woman that don't have kids at all and then make a household. I think that any man worth his salt as a man could step into any household with any woman that is worth her salt as a woman, and that man is going to lead the household. If that woman is a real woman and she knows that this is the man, let him lead. Now, we always talk about this. Leading the household does not mean that you pay for everything.
Right.
Because being financially supportive is not leading.
Right.
That's not leadership. You can have all the money in the world and not be worth shit as a man and not worth shit as a leader.
Right.
So having money does not make you a good leader.
We talked about that, y'all. If y'all go check out our old episodes, we talked about incorrect leading.
Yeah, I want us to change that narrative to make leading a household strictly one of a financial nature. Because again, I ain't got into no relationship with no motherfucking child, and I ain't no pedophile.
Right.
You are a grown adult. If you are working. Now, the plus minus, because there's always plus minus in the life.
Right.
So if your woman is not working, and she's home, she's taking care of the kids, she's taking care of the household, and she's not bringing in any income, then of course you have a fiduciary responsibility to that household.
Right.
Because she's not bringing in any income in lieu of all the other things that she's doing.
Right.
But if your woman has income and she brings income in the household, then guess what? She should be responsible for help carrying the financial burden of that household.
Right.
Because you're not just going to be responsible for cooking. Again, I give y'all the example of myself. I love cooking. May not like cleaning up afterwards, but boy, do I love getting in the kitchen and cooking.
Right.
So you're going to get plenty of help from me with that. As far as the kids and the homework and the this and the that, I'm a pretty intelligent individual.
Right.
So I can help my children with their homework just like you can.
Right.
And it's not going to be solely your responsibility to help them with their homework.
Right.
It's our responsibility to do that. As far as getting the kids showered up, cleaned, and all that stuff in bed.
Right.
We got more than one bathroom, so you take one in that bathroom. I'm gonna take this one in this bathroom, and we'll meet in about 30 minutes.
Right.
Let's get them cleaned up so we can get them in bed.
Right.
I think that the two-person household where two people bring in income means that two people have to work together to achieve every goal in that household, whether it be successful children, whether it be successful finances, whatever.
And that's the point with, because sometimes I'll be trying to, and if nobody don't know, my child mom is his sister, but she's a great morning person. I don't know where she get it. I know who she get it from, but she's a great morning person. I am shitty. I hate getting up in the morning. I hate it. I hate mornings. But when it comes down to it, in the afternoon, I am great in the afternoon. By that time, she done got tired out. She done worked so hard, So at the end of the day, right? And I just can't cook. I need a cookbook, but once I get the cooking down, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, once, I mean, if she do the morning get together, and you do the afternoon get together, I'm just talking about it not being solely on one person to do all of that, especially if both of us are working. Now, if I'm working and you don't have a job and you're not doing anything, then all of that is your responsibility. That's your damn job. That's why I pay all the bills. That's why I give you money. It's your job. But if you have income, you bring in income, you need to contribute to your household.
Right.
I'm not saying that you should contribute as much as I contribute if you don't make more money than I do. If you're not making the same amount of money that I make, then of course you can't contribute what I contribute. Right. But you need to contribute.
Right. And many different ways to contribute to a household.
Listen, no, it's not. I'm talking about financially contribute. I'm not talking about the other ways. I'm talking about if you have income, you need to financially contribute to your household. And I'm not talking about this petty ass pay the light bill. I'm talking about financially contribute to the success of your household. If you do not have a job, if you do not have employment, then I understand you don't have the ability to financially contribute, which is why you do everything else. So
let's do this, right? Rent 1,000, light bill 100, cable bill 100.
Okay.
rent 1,000, light bill
That's
100,
1,200.
cable bill 100, and let's just say a car note 300. You add up about 15,
That's 1,500.
right?
Mhm.
Your woman pull in and you pull in. How much you contribute compared to how much she contribute? If
How
it's
much she make?
$1,500 even household, we ain't talking about making. I'm just talking about the coverage of the bills.
Right, but it just depends how much she makes as opposed to how much I make.
Even if y'all both made $750 a week, y'all still could cover the bills.
Right, but if she
It-
makes $750 and I make $750, then we both contribute to half of the household bill.
Right.
If she makes $600 and I make $750, then she wouldn't contribute as much as I contribute because I make more. If
Okay.
if she makes $800 and I make $600, then I would appreciate if we moved off of my income and what I'm able to contribute versus what you have. But if we're going to move off of what you have, not what I can contribute, then you are responsible for you're more financially responsible because you make more.
Mm.
So the idea that I give is like this here. If we make the same amount of money, then of course we can agree on something. But if I make $1,000 a week, which is $4,000 a month, and you make $1,500 a week, which is an extra it's about an extra $2,000 actually. So you make $6,000 a month to my $4,000.
Mm.
I can contribute as much as $2,000 to our household.
Mm.
I think that what we need to do is find a household that would allot for at least when I contribute 2,000 and you contribute 2,000, everything will be taken care of.
Mm.
Now, if you don't like that, and you say, "Well, baby, I make 2,000 extra dollars. We could get something. I put in an extra 500, or extra 750, or extra 1,000." Then cool. But that's your responsibility because you make more than I do. It will be the same way. If I made $6,000 a month and you made 4,000, I can't ask you to put in as much as I put in. And it's cool if we move off of my income and not yours. I'm a man anyway, so it's all right. But if we make the same amount of money, then we need to contribute equally. If you don't make more money than I do, then you're not contributing as much as I contribute. And that doesn't necessarily mean that all of the household responsibilities fall on you because you don't contribute as much, because it's your job. And you have bills. I mean, you have a job. You make money. And you contribute.
But going into that ideology, how you say it?
Ideology?
That ideology, right?
You can hear me now, Justin? Let me know.
Going into that ideology, right? When you think like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it matter who make what? It don't really matter. If listen, this is the way I see it, right? If you got your bank account, I got my bank account. Bills come up, we handle them. You might bring it up, I might bring it up. Hey, you took care of this, you took care of that. Some people, oh yeah, I took care of it, never even took care of it. Some people, yeah, I took care of it, actually took care of it. Okay, how much was it? Here you go, I gave you half. Even if we're doing 50-50, if the rent $1,500 and you come to me and say, hey, boom, I paid the rent. Okay, well, here goes $750. I might not have to give you $750. Here go $500. Hey, this is what I got at the time. I give you $250 later. You know, that make it work for y'all. Down with the way you're bringing it to the table is when she's moving off of your base income. You know, some women want to live a little comfortably. If she take on that role, yeah, okay, boom, yeah, let's do that. But you always know when it comes to a hardship, they do a little something that they ain't really got money for. They jump over here, do a little this, and then they go off it. What? Hey, why you can't do this time? And now problems start. You know.
See, but you know where that comes from? That comes from poor financial planning. Now, when you see, and this is when you ask me what does it matter who makes more? It matters because it's proper financial planning. We have a
okay. Now that you said that, because I knew you were gonna go there, right?
Uh-huh.
Now that you said that, when I was talking about getting when you coming up to these single moms and you're talking to them and you're getting to know them, you're learning their financial direction. Even though you don't want to go into that when you first kind of start talking to a woman, is learning their financial direction. But now this day and age, we need to know their mentality, all that based around going into their financial direction, which direction they want to lead into.
Not true, because when you first meet a woman, y'all not moving in together. When you look at when you make a financial plan, it's because you guys are merging.
Mm-hmm.
So because we're merging, now I need to know what you make, you need to know what I make, so that when you know what I make and I know what you make, this allows us the ability to properly plan for the finances and the bills that come up. That's what I mean when I say proper financial planning. Proper financial planning is when we sit down, we say, okay, listen, the rent is $2,400 a month.
Right.
The light is $278 a month.
Right.
The cable bill is $253 a month.
Right.
Gas, whatever. Financial planning is you adding up all of your household expenses.
Right.
And then according to what I make, what you make, what I can contribute, what you can contribute, now we're seeing how this is going to work.
Right.
Because we have to plan out our finances. And that's what I mean. It is not to say that you need to from the jump start find out where big finances at. No, y'all not moving in together. Her finances don't affect you until you guys are living together, and what she brings to the table makes your table whole, and what you bring to the table makes her table complete. Now we have to plan and figure out what we bring into the table, and then to do that, you have to know how much somebody makes. You have to know, and it's not because guess what? I want to know how much you goddamn make. I don't want you to tell me how much you can contribute. No, I want to know how much you make.
Hey, yeah, this nigga trip.
I know, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Oh well, you know, I could probably put in $1,200 a month.
That
time, bitch, making $6,000 every 2 weeks.
That probably would kill me. probably what you mean, probably. But see, at the end of the day, I'm one of them people. Hey, Mr. For Show just walked in the building. I'm gonna let him go ahead and get his time in. I know this nigga. He strode on there. He strode on there, y'all. Hey, but definitely when I get into now, I don't know. It been this thing going on, right? I've been in this book lately. It's Think and Grow Rich, right? If anybody ever go down and like really just sit down and listen to how much intellect that shit put out, bro, the man studied poor and rich people for 20 plus years, and it's just like he just studied, you know, how people got successful. Not even just poor and rich. He just studied like how people got successful compared to how people stayed at the bottom, and why their mindset kept them there, right?
Go ahead, because I just want to state something about. I want to say something about a lot of these books that has that same ideology and mentality to it. I want to say something about that, but I want you to complete your point because I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
It's just the way he gets you to look at the way you think, in the direction your thinking will push you to seeing things. So it may be something that popped off that may have been bad. And if you look at it in a bad manner, it might go in a bad manner. But if you look at it in a different manner, you might be like, all right, yeah, it was no point for me to go there. I can, you know. So he tell you study your emotions, your mental, and you know, the way you think.
Okay. Not bad life lessons. I would just go so far to say that any and a lot of those books, most of those books, especially when you talk about the comparison of how people get rich and stay rich as opposed to how people be poor and stay poor, a lot of those things come from a lot of the meat and potatoes of those books is essentially a base of bullshit, a bunch of bullshit, and I'll tell you exactly why.
Opinions.
You ever sat back and thought, "Damn, I want $1 million."
And got it?
No. Not ain't got it. Just have you ever thought it?
Yeah.
How often have you thought that?
Not a lot. Not too often.
Okay.
Maybe once a week.
Maybe once a week. That's motherfucking often, nigga. What's wrong with you?
That's not often for me.
Hey, I was about to say, boy, I was going to break it down for your ass, too.
You said that to yourself 52 times.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you that it's bullshit. Because a lot of those books talk about the power of manifestation. A lot of those books talking about your outlook and how positive that you seem, the more positive you are, the better life becomes for you. It's been people that's been positive all their goddamn life and still cash their welfare check. People that been thinking positive for a long time and ain't never had no breakthrough. At the end of the day, you need tangible shit. That's why I hate when people. That's why I hate. And this is just like a veer off a little bit. This is why I hate when people tell you to pray. when something go wrong in your life, when shit go bad in your life, first thing was, you need to pray. Like you don't think that was a thought. You don't think that I did that? Like, oh well, you have to just be positive. When something happens, you can't look at it negatively. And, everything that happens in your life is a lesson. Well, God damn, I should have a PhD then. I've been taking these lessons for years.
But
some of
then,
them learning lessons though, man.
But then it goes back into this. If it's go ahead and say what you got to say. I lost my train of thought.
No, I'm just saying like just some of them learning lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like when people tell you to pray or just like that, that's just another saying to just sit down, take a deep breath, not necessarily talk to somebody, but talk to somebody that's basically really talking to yourself, because that little voice in your head or that little voice in your body who also is telling you like, man, you got this, man. Boom, boom. Instead of you just acting an ass and like, man, nothing ain't going right for me, bloom, 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 and then getting yourself into more depression and all that. Yeah, you gotta stay in a positive mind frame. Not to say a positive mind frame is gonna get you where you supposed to go at, but a positive mind frame is at least going to have you thinking straight to make the action to get where you go at. Because you're right. It's a lot of it is positive motherfuckers still catching what's name checks, but half of them positive motherfuckers who catching them checks, they ain't really showing no action behind it either. Anybody could wake up positive every day, but a lot of stuff ain't for to just drop on your lap and drop at your front door. Sometimes you got to get up and go get it. Like my old girl told me, it took me a minute to realize and understand it. You know what I'm saying? I can't get everything off the muscle, and I can't get everything I want like that, because consequences is gonna be behind that. But if I really want what I want, man, gotta get your ass off. Got to get up and got to show some action. You got to knock on some doors of damn stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I would just caution people. So because of what I've seen, a lot of times we give advice off of circumstance. We give advice according to what we've been through in our life. Some people have it where they, I don't know, I guess, they, got off their ass or something and shit happened for them.
Right.
You do have people though that bust their ass every day and nothing good ever comes from it.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
why I'm always cautious. That's why I'm always cautious of the advice I give, because I always tell people there's no expiration date on struggle, and because you were struggling at a point, but then you started doing something and all of a sudden you didn't struggle no more, that doesn't mean that if another person does the exact same way, that their struggle is going to end like your struggle ended. Right. Because there's no expiration date or no timetable for that. Yeah, but some people go through.
It probably wasn't their path to take though. They probably some people got to find their own path.
Right.
And walk. And you can't just. Oh, he made it that way.
Miss Rose, could you do me a favor?
Yeah, she got.
Long as you standing up. I just need some ice in the top off. I ain't want to call the camera. You know this. I need you to pour some drink in the glass. Top it off. You know that? Y'all, we got Miss Roseanne. Stop right there. Y'all gotta go look at her music video.
You dig?
Yeah. I had a very small part to play in the video. And y'all want to give me my roses while I'm here right now. Oh yeah, just the sidebar this whole situation. At my funeral, you are not allowed to come to my funeral if you don't have on hard bottom shoes. You do not come to my funeral and have on a linen suit with tennis shoes. It's not gonna work. Same thing from a wedding, but from a funeral, don't let it go down. Y'all need to have two people standing at the door, and if a nigga don't have on hard bottom shoes, tell him he can't come in. If he have on a linen suit,
red sneakers,
flea market linen suit. Y'all know what this linen suit I'm talking about. Button down, short sleeve, get from our shoes up. If you got one of them, can't come to my funeral either. I'm only saying this because I ain't gonna be here for it. Two, if you know that you ain't seen this nigga or this woman nowhere around us, and all the time y'all know me, not let them in my funeral.
I ain't got. Hey, listen, brother.
Do not let him in.
One
Like,
thing,
I'm sorry. I
one,
haven't seen you, and I've been knowing this man for the last 20 years. So I can't let you in.
listen, one thing,
Thank you.
one thing I do not do.
What?
Funerals, I do not do nothing. I don't say nothing. I don't talk. I rarely get up and rub a back because I like to just mourn. And I like people to allow people to just mourn.
Don't allow nobody to mourn the Air Force Ones at my funeral.
I might
If they got on Air Force Ones, they didn't want to mourn. Okay? And don't let nobody take pictures of me. Don't let nobody come in there with a phone. When they walk in there, be like, hey, man, I'm sorry for you to go in there and view the body. And give up the phone right here. Put it there. And that's how y'all do it, okay? But, yeah, I mean, bro, it's... a lot of people don't...
sick.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
That shit grinds my gears, bro. How do y'all have every pair of Jordan that come out, but don't have a pair of hard bottom shoes? Or at least a pair of loafers, bro. You can't get you some little, you feel me?
Well, one thing I'm going to say is this. For everybody. One thing and two things for certain. I'm a hood nigga, but I don't like to think hood, right? Don't disrespect. That's the only thing I don't want. Don't disrespect. You feel me? I don't take no picture. I'm right here. I'm living. You want a picture? Pull up. Right now, I'm living. You want a picture with me? Come on, let's take one. You feel me? Right. I'm living. And 9 times out of 10, don't take no picture of me when I did. Because I kind of think you putting that in like a portfolio of that nigga dead now portfolio. Pussy ass nigga.
This is all on Facebook, bro. Ask me, don't play with me like that, bro. Don't play with me. Don't play with my mama like that, bro. Don't play with my old lady. Don't play with my kids like that, bro. The one time they see me like that was all the time they needed to see me like that. Who the fuck want to get on Facebook and you scrolling and see your child in a casket? Like, come on, bro. Give somebody an emotional breakdown. I ain't going for it. Don't let it happen in my front. Thank you. Appreciate it. And if you let it happen, I'm going to haunt your ass. I'm going to haunt you in the same Air Force One. I'm going to come stomping through your grave in my Air Force One.
I ain't getting all that. Yeah, I stay away from all that. Because I ain't thinking about that right now.
What is your views on single mother shit, my brother? What are your views on
He is in here.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
for sure is
topic. To be honest with you, man, I say I don't want to put it under maturity because I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else, how they think, whatever. So this is just my little opinion on it. Me as a younger man, yeah, I stayed away from single mothers because I understood the fact that they had responsibilities. You feel me? They can't slide when I want to slide. They can't hang out how late I want to hang out, and they can't do the things I want to do. Feel me? So I stayed away from them. But growing up, growing older, you know what I'm saying? And after having minds, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you realize like, yeah, it's good to be in the house sometimes, Netflix or watch instead of watching that football game on the block with the boys, I could watch that same football game in the crib with my old lady, her kid and my kid or whatever like that. I was gonna be. Now I understand that is my opinion, man.
I'll take them with me.
I feel you. I mean, it's a lot of females that's in the football too. Boy, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. But they yelling at the TV like me. Boy, you like, you know what I'm saying?
She has to be an football fan.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna be sitting in the house.
Oh, not just because. I mean, but sometimes, but like I say, in a relationship, sometimes you got to do it just cause. In a relationship. You got to do it just cause sometimes. You got to watch the.
I don't even watch sports like that. I bet on them, but I don't watch them.
Nah, I feel you.
I don't watch them until the Super Bowl.
I'm not
the playoffs.
Crib watching the game with you because you don't want me to be out with the boys. I'm not going to be out there in the game watching the game with you because, why you can't just watch the game here with me? Because you don't watch football. Because you don't know nothing.
Hey,
you'll be asking me 1,000 questions. I need to watch football around people who could intellectually converse with me about that. Hey, why is they in cover 2?
The middle's open.
That's the conversation we need to have.
I feel you. That's a rare breed, right?
I'm saying like.
Now I feel you.
We gonna have.
Yeah.
Like, bro, who the hell goes to the cover 4? Like, what's this?
Yeah.
I don't need you, but why does he keep putting the thing in the mouth? Man, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Now I feel you, though. I'm just saying, like, but
take the boy.
You slipped that one.
Yeah, they ain't catch it.
Yeah.
Hey.
The boys can come watch football with me and my guy.
Yeah.
Hang around unsafely.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the hood, I used to take my son. My son used to be in the hood with me all the time.
No.
Like when I'm not on the block, if I was worried or if it was like if it was real active on my block, then of course my son won't be able to hang with me. But because I don't live that life, the people who I associate myself with, they don't live that life, or don't live that life no more, or we all come from a certain place in life, but we don't do all that no more. So it's a little different for us.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable that my son could be out here with me.
Right.
We can kick it with the fellas,
Mm-hmm.
and ain't nothing gonna happen to us.
Right.
So I'm saying, but it's just certain things ain't for two. Certain things is not for the couples to do, bro. Like I be noticing, like chicks be wanting to go to the strip club with they do. Now you got some guys that be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take my girl to the strip club with me. Hell no.
Why?
Man.
I don't mind that.
Listen.
I don't mind that because like my girl or whoever I go with or whatever like that, they gonna vibe just like me. And as long as they vibe like me, we all good. Cause hey, like I've been in strip clubs with females and they, oh man, you got dance, give me a dance too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we all this vibing, like, you know what I'm saying? Spent like I read the comment earlier. I think it was I think it was Candace. She like before the relationship started, you got to be friends first. That's where that come in at, man. Like we hanging, man. Like we hanging, dog. I don't know. Nah, see, we can hang, man. Hey, if I'm getting a dance, my old lady get a dance too. Well, like real talk. If I'm throwing them back, she throwing them back with me.
Honestly, I don't mind. We could go anywhere. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, only thing I'm gonna say, back in the days, at this point in time, I really don't like going out no more.
I don't know what. Going out, I go out every now and again.
I don't like it no more.
I go out to support somebody. That's just like this weekend. We went to Henrytown Bar and Lounge. Didn't see none of you niggas there. But
you know where I was at, right?
Oh,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I was about to say
a song off a mixtape. Take shots. Y'all go check out the video. But I was there. But if she wasn't performing, if she had not said, "Hey, Cody, I want y'all to come through. I want you to come up there, have fun, whatever." If she wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have been there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, or if it's somebody's birthday, my dog's birthday, or somebody's birthday, they want to go out to the club. Okay, we're gonna slide. All right. But if it's just Cody,
right?
Oh man, I'm trying to go out this weekend. Hell no. Because young people have gotten increasingly disrespectful. Like older people thought that we was disrespectful. These young people age, and they ain't seen these young people.
Nah.
These young people, man, disrespectful. They'll step on your show. They'll step on your shoe. Get mad at you like you put your foot up under theirs, and will shoot your ass like you did them wrong.
Oh my God!
So I don't even be going out. I don't be
somebody said this around me, and I told them, listen, just say be safe with me. Stay safe and stay dangerous.
Yeah.
Keep that language away from me.
Nah, man, they see.
I'm fine.
It's so crazy the trends.
I am fine.
It's so crazy the trends that happen. People get that stay dangerous shit because, if I'm not mistaken, it was Bootsy. It's Bootsy. Bootsy said that he always say that to them young goonies because them young boys be out there. So he said when he used to talk, I think he was talking about when he talked to Mo 3.
Yeah.
And he used to tell Mo 3 stay dangerous.
That was a Vlad interview.
Yeah, that was a Vlad interview. Where Mo 3, he said you tell Mo 3 stay dangerous. And it's not to say to get in trouble, but you realize that when people dangerous, people don't fuck with them.
Right.
You ever seen somebody just be fucking with a dangerous person?
Exactly.
Most of the time, you see a dangerous individual, you leave that dangerous individual alone. Why? Because they're dangerous. But I get what you're saying because I myself personally don't subscribe to that.
I'm not dangerous.
Don't tell me to stay dangerous. Just tell me to have fun and be careful.
How they used to say it back in the day. Be careful, be safe, and get on home.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
At the
saying?
end of the day, like
That's
I
what
want to cap to you, like
I'm fine with
I
that.
want you to know I'm dangerous. See, the funnest part of life is when a person does not exactly know you dangerous, so they feel like they could try you like you ain't, and then you beat their ass because you is. That's like
I don't even think people subscribing to whoopers no more, man.
that's another thing. Young people don't fight.
I don't think I seen somebody.
I ain't never seen no fight with no twin with no.
I ain't seen no. You remember back in the day, you used to hear it, see it on Facebook. You'll hear 2, 3, 4 fights going on.
Yeah.
Neighborhoods beefing with each other.
They can't take that.
And you know
can't
they
take
all,
that L on the
you know
book,
they
boy.
talk about it. You know they go to the party, go to the club. You know they, this hood gonna be there, that hood gonna be there. They gonna fight. You know it was fun back then. Cause now you can see somebody you fought and still dap them up today.
The next day, listen. Do you remember when the worst thing that you worried about
Right.
is getting your ass whooped? If you went out to the club,
That boy finna beat me. That boy owned it today.
listen, if you went out to the club, the worst thing you worried about was niggas jumping on your ass.
Like,
Now you can't even steal your drink without worrying about whether niggas gonna shoot you in the parking lot because he got on Balenciaga. And you ain't got enough money to afford replacing the Balenciaga. Because once you get licked in the Balenciaga, it ain't a Balenciaga no more. That bitch a New Balance. You feel me?
I ain't never heard that.
Like, listen.
Hey, listen.
I'm just saying, like, it's crazy the times that we live in, and I hate because I be feeling like such an old head. Like, when I be talking to young, like when I be talking to young people, I be feeling like such an old head. But it's like,
Nah, that's true though, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
That's
principles
true.
that we grew up with, bro, you don't even see them, and this is only a generation removed. I have more of the principles that my father grew up under than a youngin' that's 24 grew up under,
But
and
that-
they are 11 years removed from me.
But-
My father is almost 60, so he's 20 some odd years removed from me, and I grew up with a lot of the same principles
But-
that he grew up with.
This generation now that's coming up was the generation where most of the dads walked. Because we're this new generation now, you got more dads at the house than anything. More dads doing what they're supposed to be doing than anything. The next generation after this generation excels, the 18, the 14, that's gonna be 20 coming up in 6 more years, they're gonna be way more respectful. They're gonna be way more carrying themselves on principles than just shooting and all that. Now, but they is still watching this generation, and you don't know how many of them guiding themselves to the streets.
So
It's not even the street, man. They just the influences they see, bro.
And when you look at the lineage, see, I always find that the best indicator of a future generation is the present. So when you look at the parents of today, you look at the parents that's between 18 and 24, then if I'm being honest, I don't see no hope. I can't even say, I'm going to say for the parents that's under like 28, I really don't. And you know why? Because these parents in this day and age, even us, the age range of us being parents, see, there's exceptional people. Like me, I'm an exceptional person. So if my child is in the schoolhouse and I've built a rapport with their teachers, of course, I have a problem with the teacher that just met my baby yesterday, beating on her ass today. But I built a rapport with these teachers, and I know my child. And when my child get out of line, if you feel like you need to slap his ass upside the head or slap her ass across the mouth, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I am not always, and I cannot always be everywhere where my child is. And I really do believe in the ideology that it takes a village.
I feel you, bro, but not the teacher, boy.
Teacher, principal.
Teacher ain't a part of my village.
And my child act up at that schoolhouse, see, because you know why?
Call me.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. And this is the cycle that a lot of us get wrapped up in. Teacher call you right now. Teacher say, "Hey, Mr. Fanshaw, goddamn little Devin in here acting up. He acting crazy. Oh, you need to talk to little Devin. You're gonna say, sir, I apologize. You know, that's not how I raised them. I make sure that I, talk to him later about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's gonna happen is you still don't get off work till 10:30 tonight.
I'm breaking
He's
that.
gonna call you by 2. He can call you at 2 o'clock.
And
So you don't get off work till 10:30.
Yeah, I'm breaking them up at 10:45 as soon as I step in the house.
Well, see, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying the macro of that situation. So now you don't get off until 10:30. He called you at 2. You just got to work at 1:30. So now, not only have you worked an entire shift and dealt with that shit your entire shift, but now that entire shift, you tired.
So,
baby, now you get home. Little goddamn Devin in the bed already. You tired of motherfucker. You been slaving. You be like, man, I deal with this shit tomorrow.
Let they come in there and say, hold, don't do it.
Nah.
Listen, no.
Nah,
most of
so you saying?
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what?
I thought she was dating it in too.
Okay.
So you saying this generation won't do nothing because of their busy day?
No. I'm not saying that this entire generation, but what I'm saying is when you talk about the village raising a child concept, it stems from the fact that not only can you not be everywhere every time, but a lot of times and a lot of children realize that, let's say, those situations like that. Now, I'll give you an example.
It took a village to control a slave farm.
Nigga. Okay.
Well, y'all go ahead. Come on.
I'm going to get back to that.
You know I don't deal with it, but go ahead.
Listen, I'm going to get back to what you just said.
Go ahead. They rode horses and whipped us in the cotton field. And y'all, everything that we took it came from slave background. So when you grow in a new generation, your kids don't even got time to even explain, talk. Y'all, people, I get around kids that when you say something to them and they freeze up and they look at you as if you're going to hit them or they don't want to talk because you're not having talks with them. Sit down, talk, interact, see what they mind standing on. The more you develop in their brain to speak on things, then you will see why he not hitting the A's and the B's and the C's, or he acting up in school because he ain't paying attention to the work. He ain't just acting out because he don't do it in front of you.
Exactly.
Bro,
so he having frustration with the work.
Listen.
Come on.
Let me tell you something.
We could go all day.
I know we can. Guess what? It seems like for the last 27 minutes, I was going to do. So, I remember when my son went to middle school, right? I basically gave him the same talk that my daddy gave me. I had been in trouble a few times in elementary school, may have gotten into a couple of fights and this and that, and the third, my old boy told me, hey, boy, let me tell you something, boy. The ass whoopings don't get no easier from here, okay? Now, I told my son, I don't expect you to be a rogue scholar, and if you don't bring me home straight A's, I don't think no less of you. Not every child is going to get straight A's. Not every child has the ability. But every child has the ability to bring home decent grades. Decent grades is A, B, and C. If you brought home a report card full of C2A, C2B, I say, well, you know what? My child is the middle of the pack as far as education, but at least he don't go in there and act his ass. At least he goes in there and he shuts up and he listens. He made a C, he made a C. That's what his grade is. But his conduct grades is A's and B's. So I know that my child at least goes to school and he does what the people tell him to do. May not get all the work right. May not be the smartest in the class. But at least he's not the class clown. I told him, just don't go to school being the class clown. Even if you brought home F3 A's, I could say, son, that ain't a motherfucker. But at least he's going there and shut the hell up. He ain't end up giving the people problems. My son know if you have a problem, if it ain't one person you can always come to, it's me. because I'm the type of person that you know where I come from with it. I don't care what you did. You right now, we could walk out this door. A nigga could be walking down the sidewalk. His mama could be in front of him, and you could spit in his old girl's face. And if that nigga got a problem, he finna get beat today. When we get back to the house, we tell you, hey, bro, that's disrespectful. Don't spit in front of, don't spit in nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always have the back. So if there's a problem with my son, he knows that he can come talk to me. Now, if you decide to go in these people's school and show your ass, then when I get to the school, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show my ass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
wait.
Go ahead.
Because
Get it up.
Well, whereas you may not be the smartest child, there's no excuse for you to be the most misbehaved child anywhere. You ain't gotta be the smartest, but you damn sure ain't gotta be the most misbehaved. So after you did that, and so now you done tested the water a little bit. The teacher done already called your mama and told your mama, hey, you was talking too much in class today.
Mm-hmm.
And you done came home and I said, hey son, let me tell you something. You're going to people's class, keep your mouth closed, do your work. You got a question, raise your hand. Now,
how many kids go home and get bat in the mile for that?
What you mean?
Get what you say?
How many kids? Bro, you act
Bat in the mile.
See, my thing is you act as if all of this shit happens in a vacuum. You act as if the first time you act up, somebody put it on your ass. No, a lot of the times when a child act up,
I give him that first warning.
It's because they done already got the warnings before.
Yeah, I give him that first warning.
You know what I'm saying? You done already got the warnings before.
Exactly.
It ain't like the first time you ever messed up in your life, I snatched my belt off and tore your ass up. Nah, this ain't that. It's not
because the reason you get to beat me because now you still disrespecting your teacher and now you disrespecting me.
Exactly.
After what I just told you.
Factory.
After what I just told you. So now I gotta be the bad guy and wear that ass out and let you feel that your consequences got actions to it, bro. But I'm gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that.
How many times she wish a parent would come in that class
and whip that ass.
And you know how you get real good ass whooping? You got to grab them by one arm. And you got to put that arm up
and dangle it.
So they can't protect themselves.
On them tippy
See,
toes.
if you give them both of their arms, they're going to try to cover up their bone. You need to keep one arm in your hand so they can't cover up the whole chest. And then you got rah. Now you ain't telling nobody to go crazy on that shit. Okay?
One thing for
but you need a lasher too, okay?
You see what the mama got after she went to that school and tore that kid ass up? DCF.
But you know what?
But that's that new school shit, bro. Like
see,
I don't respect that at all.
But guess
bro.
what happened though?
I don't respect that at all.
Listen to what you just said.
They taught us it.
No,
they did not.
They used it against it.
No, they ain't teach us none of that, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You got discipline.
Way before we got over here, way before Africans got into this system, we had a system of crime and punishment.
Exactly.
Way before we got here, our teachings told us if you spare the rod, you're gonna spoil the child. That's
the Bible.
That's not Christian indoctrination. That's not something that comes from Christianity. That comes from the Kemet, the original, the ancient Egypt. If you spare the rod, you will spoil the child.
Somebody wrote that book.
Huh?
Somebody wrote that book, right?
Yes.
Oh.
But you just tied it to slavery, which I'm explaining to you that way before we were slaves here, children got ass whoopings. Children got in trouble for misbehaving. That's not something that happened during slavery. That's not something, they taught us you need to beat your child, so that's what we do now.
Which is to control the mind of how they react to how when you go raw, they go harm. And it's a deformative of controlling their mindset to fear them, bro.
No, it's not. You don't have to fear me. You need to act accordingly. You don't have to be afraid of me at all. Because guess what? If your child never went in school,
on what you talking about, slavery and all that, yes. But what we're talking about, no.
As a parent, you get what I'm saying?
All of us. What?
I'm talking about. I'm talking about as. Okay, let me rephrase this. As parents, when you go into it, right? Mm-hmm. When you go, wow, play with me, and Are they in fear? Are they scared?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, did you scare them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
So I'm talking about a emotional reaction, a emotion that you're reacting in them to a act that you did, right?
Thunder could scare them,
But
man.
what you're doing is
Correct, right?
That's what I'm saying.
No
Thunder
problem.
could scare him. A dog could scare him.
That's
a
a
cat
sound.
could scare him, bro. Anything
That's
could scare
things they
him,
learn.
bro.
No, see, and
But the thing is, you're interfering them as a parent.
Nah.
What you're doing.
You trying to put
you're
two?
oversimplifying.
Yeah,
this
man.
situation.
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
not
yeah,
oversimplifying
Because you're saying,
anything.
like, oh, if you did
I'm
that,
not oversimplifying
how do you correct
anything.
bad behavior?
Exactly.
Discipline.
Perfect. Now, what is discipline that is going to correct bad behavior?
Talks, take away things, sit them in a room, sit down, and let them know when they hurt you, they disrespected you, they made you feel some type of way. Directing the same exactly of what you want to come out of them, which is emotions, feelings. Tell me how you feel. What do you feel? Is the same way I will react as teaching them as a parent.
You know what's so crazy? Because I heard somebody else's mother say the exact same thing. You know who their mother that was?
Who?
Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay? That time out shit would build you a serial killer. Okay? When you get out of line, you know you're wrong. You know there's consequences.
I was just about to ask him. So what you do then when you take away her stuff, take away that, and then she still, what's next for you? What's next? After you done took away everything, what's next?
Mama discipline.
See that's two different things. You're not capable of discipline.
No, I don't go there.
No, you're not
Not that I'm
capable
not capable
of discipline
Watch this.
because you don't want
Watch
the heartache
this. And
or the teary eyes.
And I can guarantee you, this is why men have it so much harder in life. Because as a girl, it is only because she is your baby girl. And guess what? I had the same problem. I could not raise my voice at my baby.
I raised my voice.
I can't even raise my voice.
See, I was the opposite, bro. Man, my daughter, I beat her ass, but after that hour, I'll probably take her shopping, whatever, or buy something at the store, whatever. But I'm gonna beat that ass, bro, because there's one thing about me, like you gonna know what's right and what's wrong, and you gonna know what no means no mean. Like that's just me, bro. Like that's just me, because I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody else gonna tell you outside this house. Like, you don't understand? All that starts with me. I thought after she stopped crying and I'm in the living room feeling bad. Yo, baby girl, what you want? It's all about what you want. But an hour later, yeah, I'm tapping that ass, man.
But listen,
tapping that ass.
Because that's your baby girl, that's your daughter, that's your baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you. I bet my last daughter, and I noticed for sure, if you had a boy,
yep,
wouldn't feel that way about ass whoopings.
Exactly.
You would thump that little nigga in the ear.
Exactly.
You would thump the shit out that little nigga you got in line. Tell him I'm cap. Tell him I'm lying.
Exactly, bro.
You would do something. Whether it be thump him, pinch him, slap him upside the head, thigh him in the chest real quick.
Yeah, I mean he ain't lying, bro.
Your daughter, you couldn't imagine putting your hands on your daughter because you know your physical strength, and you couldn't imagine exuding that on your daughter, which is why you feel like children shouldn't be spanked at all. If you had a little boy first, you'll thump his ass right in the ear, you'll sit your ass down.
I feel you.
That's a form of punishment. That's a form of discipline. So your ideology as it pertains to discipline comes from the fact that you soft. SOF capital T. Soft.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I'm soft too. Because when I get a phone call that my baby did something wrong,
she ain't do nothing wrong.
that's what you here for. That's what you here for.
She do
Now
that.
when my son do something wrong, call me. And you're gonna see me open my shit up to 130 all the way down 95, or wherever I'm at to wherever he at, and I'm gonna straighten that shit. But my girl, my babies, my daughters, man, I can't. I ain't going for it. I can't do it. I let a mama do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, children need discipline. And what I mean by discipline is not, hey Johnny, oh you didn't do your homework, Johnny, you got an F. Go to your room.
Yeah, man.
Hey, don't turn on that TV. TV, Johnny.
Yeah, baby. Don't turn on your TV, but you can play your what's name. That's not
Most
punishment,
people,
bro.
And that's what pisses me off. And you know when you learn this shit at? Being a football coach. You
Exactly.
know why? Because you know how many kids bullshit around, get in trouble all year long. Mama don't do shit. Mama take away the phone. Mama gonna learn how to live without it. Take away the game. Mama gonna learn how to live without it. But guess what? The first thing they want to do, he can't play football no more. You know what I say, Mama? But if he can't play football no more, is you also taking away his phone, his TV? Is you doing any of that? Is you going to pay less and buy him Bobos? Because before you came to this, he came to practice with Jordans on. And he got every Jordan to drop. So is you doing all of that? A lot of parents don't. A lot of kids get used to the discipline that they're getting because they're not getting real discipline. I myself as a child, an ass whooping at least kept me straight for a whole nother semester. I got an ass whooping this semester. I pretty much finished out this one doing pretty damn good.
Exactly,
And
bro.
I went into the next one not doing bad.
Yeah, like discipline's a must, bro. Discipline a must, bro. Just like what he said on that football thing, bro. I ain't even like for another time, but like I ain't like parents ain't even got to take it away. It just the kids in the program itself, bro. Discipline. I'm a disciplined coach, but if you want to BS in practice and you want to do all that, blah blah, you want to play, come late and all that, boy, don't cry on Saturday or on Friday night lights, boy. Those games we all take that L on it. You feel me? The discipline right there, bro. Like you can't want to go win something 75%. And then expect a W on Saturday nights or on Friday night lights under them lights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all that discipline, bro. If you ain't disciplined Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, what you gonna wake up on Saturday and just have everything together? I don't coach like that, and I don't let my players play like that, bro. So if you don't show me discipline Monday through Friday, you probably ain't even suiting up for me on Saturday. And that's just me.
You heard what you said? Hey, Booney, come here, Booney.
That's me, dog.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Don't fall when we walk. Come on. Come on over here.
Let's talk to me, man. They gonna hear my voice.
They can't hear you, bro. Hey, y'all, Booney over here. He all bashful and shy and shit. Take your shirt off. No homo.
Nah, man. If people can hear me.
Hey, no. When he was just saying he was the disciplined coach. Hey, I'm the goddamn disciplinarian. And that's what I don't believe in. I don't believe in taking it easy on the child.
Nope.
So when your child come to my, because you know what it is for me. See, you deal with younger kids. So because you deal with them like it's certain ways you got to handle them. I have children that are my height, not my weight, because my weight is deceptive. You know, I'm like 3 and some change, but you couldn't tell I ain't over 2. You couldn't tell I was no more than 250. So they look like my size and they have my height. So you know what I'm gonna do for your child? As soon as he got out of line, slam him on his shit. He got on the helmet, he got on the shoulder pads. He ain't gonna be hurt. His pride gonna be hurt. And even we went through that situation with a kid who he stays with his mom. They're in and out of prison, jail, whatever, all the time. So he don't have no male figures around him. So one day he did some stupid shit in practice. We getting ready to marry now. We practicing for nationals. And he did some stupid shit playing around in practice after we had already said, stop playing so much. So Coach Booney got upset. You don't really see Coach Booney get upset in that fashion. Coach Booney got upset. Coach Booney done hemmed him up a little bit. He ain't slam him. He ain't do nothing nearly as worse as I would do. But he just hemmed him up, grabbed him up by a jersey and shit like that. The kid feeling was so hurt. But after that, bro, kid was different. He still had his little days where he may have been a little more playful than you wanted him to, but the kid had a whole attitude shift. And it was because Boone, who is like a father figure to him, because he's been with this man since he was 7 years old, 8 years old, he ain't never seen this man get like that with him. It made him change. Now, when I come on the scene, they just figure I'm me and Coach Cody, so don't nobody even get out of line because they know where I'm finna take it.
Exactly.
And I'm the type that be in practice, and once we get like a whole team together, and as we getting kids, I tell them, Hey, listen, I'm not scared, and the following people can't whoop my ass. Your daddy, your mama, your uncles, your big brothers, the niggas in the hood you love so much. None of them people gonna fuck with me. Ain't nobody gonna come out here and touch me. I ain't scared of nobody. I got big guns that shoot just like everybody else do. So do what I ask you to do, and we'll never have a problem. But if you do what you want to do, you may have a big problem depending on what day it is. And that little discipline he gave that kid changed that kid's whole attitude for the rest of the season. That putting your hands on a child work when you're doing it properly. When you're not abusing a child. Now, if you give a child 100 lashes, I think that you kind of big abusive. But if you smack his ass a couple times, 3, 4 times, pow, 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 stop playing, pow, one more time for the. You feel me?
And they understand that why they ass getting slapped up. It's a different thing on that, bro. Different thing on that, bro. The kid got to understand why he getting slapped up, why he getting jacked up, or why he just got slammed on that floor, bro.
I think also, like you said, with Coach Boone, when somebody don't see you act out in that manner all the time,
you know yourself,
they
you cross
get
that line.
more mentally hurt, emotionally hurt when they see you go to that point.
Yeah, because they know they know themselves. They cross that line, like they know without nobody telling why done left up.
Right,
But like that's just G whatever, bro. G whatever, bro. Like my daughter, I ain't gotta yell at, but I could walk in the room and it's the way I look at her, bro, and she did something bad, the tears already falling. Don't really gotta say nothing. But if I do raise my voice because I want to, yeah, I'm for to crush her whole world. Because she gotta understand when you do something bad, and disappoint you disappoint me, and I feel bad as hell because I gotta do this to you. So I'm gonna crush your world. But that next morning, yeah, I'm love you and all that, bro. But you gonna understand why I did that though, bro. Like it's just simple shit, bro. Like I said, you lack on it, you lack on it, but you gonna see your lackness in her life, bro. Like you gonna see where you lacked up at, bro. Because somebody else gonna teach your kids what you're not gonna teach them, bro. And if the wrong person teach them, that's you.
I ain't gonna even count. I've been knowing myself for 33 years, and when I did this to the corner, I could have sworn I had a damn tattoo on my neck. I said, "What in the hell is this?" but no, I mean, bro, honestly, it's all how you do things. You've already done enough talking to where the one time that you spank your child, that shit may correct that behavior forever.
Exactly,
I'll tell you one thing. Candace, my sister, I don't know if Candace still watching. Candace probably got 2 whippings our whole life.
And what was due to you and Corey?
Yeah, one was Corey's fault, and one was no. Actually, both of them was Corey's fault. No, she only got a whooping one time, I think. But the 2 times when she damn near got her ass whooped, the one time she damn near got her ass whooped, and then the time that she did get a whooping, both of them was because Corey. The first time she was playing Corey in a video game, she got mad because she lost, ran out, kicked a hole in the wall. On some straight crazy shit. I don't know what was going through her mind, but she kicked a hole in the wall.
Really?
The whole way just kind of like scolded her, didn't give her no beating or nothing because she was always a good girl. And then the second time, we was playing football in the room. And even as a kid, I wasn't the nigga who you was gonna tackle easily. Playing in my mama's room, and after like 4 touchdowns, my brother just figured that I would let him score, and then I would just try to score. So essentially, he was just trying to play catch up.
Yeah,
It kind of enraged me because I kind of wanted to run people over. And he stood against the wall to let me score. And when he stood against the wall to let me score, I had them boom, hit it, boom. And that nigga whole back print was in the wall. She was caved in, and his back print was in the wall. So my old girl and them had to went out that night and didn't see it when they came home. The old boy's in the house sleep. You know, he worked 2 jobs on the weekend. He tried to get a little rest in. We went to a pool party. I don't know how they seen that. But all I know is I seen the old girl pull up and didn't nobody call She was like, y'all need to come on now. And boy, when we got to the crib, all three of us, all three of us was wrong. And we triplets too. So we done walked in the room. Boom. Oh, not 3 times. One was not, yeah. We walked in the room. My old girl had to woke my old boy up. Hey, what? I ain't gonna say my dad's first name. Hey, there they go. Old boy kind of like on the side of the bed, and he grabbed the first thing that probably was in his eyesight, which was a bottle of alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
And that bitch was flying across the room. Duck that shit. Candace tried to run upstairs. Old boy was so quick, he got to the staircase, grabbed that. But yeah, bro, like, nigga got whoopings, and I'm not gonna tell you no lies. Those whoopings, bro, if I didn't get the whoopings that I got, I already had issues
But
in my mind.
You got way
As
more.
a kid. But if I didn't get those whoopings that I got, bro, I'd probably be doing life in prison somewhere.
You got whoopings, but love you too. Love you too, Ma.
Good night, mama.
Good night.
We about to do.
Call me tomorrow.
We about
Definitely.
To Miss Moore, your son out here to mosquito killed him. I want y'all to see that. If y'all can see that little dot on my hand, that's a mosquito right there. I know it's nasty, but I just want to show y'all how fast I was.
Yeah, right.
Now how the hell let me get this off my hand?
See.
Okay.
And they fly slow.
Now they fly slow. Well, don't get haters.
He just got some blood.
He gonna go on this
You
race
gonna be
hole.
itching in a minute. You gonna be like, where that shit come from?
Y'all see me hit him out the sky.
Hey,
Straight murder out here. You heard me? But yeah, we about to get up out of here in a second, moment. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna try to cue up my little music, man. Devin, I really wasn't here at the beginning. So if you want to shout out to businesses and shout out to people, go ahead.
Man, you got 36 Jump Street, man. Towing company, man. Hit him up. He got Facebook, Instagram. You got Unlimited Masterpieces. Tamika Jones, Be Bold. You got Channing Lewis Professional Cleaning Services. Mobile too. We could come to you anywhere you at. Good price, good everything. I got a couple people that hit me in my DMs today, but I didn't have a chance to write them all down. But I know one of them was for some eyelashes, one of them was for a couple of things, man. But I promise you, I got you. I got you.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to her name on Facebook is Sade Hannah. And she ain't hit me up, but since you said eyelashes,
yeah, it's a lot of people doing that for. Yeah, a lot of people hit me up, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people doing the little eyelash thing, bro.
Yeah, so Sade Hannah, man, y'all look up on Facebook. Go buy some lashes. Because hopefully her son come play football for me because this is gonna be his last show on the fall. Sade, Miss Hannah, but y'all.
Monday Man Talk, man.
Man Talk Monday, y'all definitely get it popping.
Man Talk Monday definitely gets it popping. I'm gonna go ahead
World
and
premiere.
I can't premiere the video, of course, because I ain't got that part. Like,
still fire.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I want y'all. But listen, can y'all read those credits right there? Can y'all read those credits? While we sit here just jazzing, y'all read those credits. And yeah, man, y'all go check the video out, man. Just go to, you know what I'm saying? Just go to YouTube, type in WMRR, and it's the K-Shots video.
Directed by Boss Up Bud.
305.
Don't forget 305, baby.
I Boss Up Bud 305. Y'all already know what time it is. Man Talk Monday, and we out.
We didn't read all the credits though. We didn't read all the credits though.
I need y'all to just read it. I ain't got them.
That shit was fire.
You ready?
Who am I? You don't know who am I? So you never heard about me. You about to find out.
Y'all see Pearl in the background.
Talking about on the block.
Pearl ain't done.
Talk a whole lot of shit. And if I said it, You ain't got it like you have. I'm the one that style I wanna be. She tries so hard to imitate me, she can never be me. I'm the one that came twice in your house. So that open up your love is you about that life. And if you don't appreciate it, let you have a keep on talking. I'm another rivers, that's my favorite thing. I'm a time. And you're not. That's why he said for speed, but I'll get like, yeah. That's why he said it's feel the heat, cause I'm hot. Now watch your all scatter, let the really take shots. Cause I hit her with the cop. Lock, low, it's low, take shots. Cop, low, it's low, take shots. Cop, low, I'm coming with this trouble, bitches better take her. Diamond you down, that ass is mine. My brother, crying to child across the line. That's why I speak the truth like a whore in your Bible. Taking shots at your head like a sniper's rifle. But I could be a lady, classy and sexy, but I was right stitching my color like perfection. Like it's your bad fashion, this is what I take me, telling me they love me. I fight for love, I took the drugs off. I got a hold in my heart to prevent my love. That's why my flow is colder than it's ever been. Fuck being my man, I've never dividend. The riches I'm trying to get it in. Independent house.
What is what?
Like a queen bee. So what the know what you're hustling is irrelevant. Carry watches and scandalous trying to fuck the president. And you're not. That's why you tell me, but I did not get. That's why you say feel the heat, cause I'm hot. Now what your boss got as a queen take shots as I hit her with a clock. Low, it's low, take shots. Low, it's low, take shots. Low. I'm coming with the trouble, bitches better take time.
Who's throwing that like that there? Who's throwing that like that there?
That's stunt driver seal. We out, y'all.
100. Y'all have a good one. Definitely appreciate y'all.